Drew States Acid, Opulence 3. Hey, everybody, okay in the cigar vlog. Okie dokie. I must not have stored this right because you can see this clearly is busted, that, or I just got like kind of irked trying to clear up my actual trash on the phone because it's a new phone and they make it damn near impossible to get rid of shit that you don't need anymore. Why, I don't know. Oh, come on. Can we focus? Focus, please. Focus on the cigar, not the grass. Fucking piece of shit. Everybody keeps going on about the big threat of AI this, AI that. No, the big threat of AI is that it's fucking stupid. Sorry, I'm in a little bit of a mood. This review almost didn't happen just because of the fact that it is like clouding up and windy and about to storm like hell. So let's go ahead and get this torch and scorched. And then discuss how weird it is to call an acid opulent. So far, like most state infusions, sweet, 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 sweet. So sugary sweet. And it sticks to your lips too. Ooh, this one does not want to stay together. Hate when that happens. Yes, indeed. 1% natural. We do not do edits of all the bloopers because I value honesty. Honestly, that was really gross. But flavor of the cigar is not. All you taste is the infusion. Sugary sweet. Provided, of course, you don't have a crack in the head. It's actually easy to smoke. So, this is basically my problem. Yeah, basically you get the infusion, a lot of sweet, and this really earthy kind of dirt tobacco kind of taste. So, interesting start. I'm going to go ahead and get this down to the first inch. See if about maybe yanking the band because it's kind of loose, and hopefully I won't get rained on. So yeah, I'll get back to you the first inch. Give me a second. Okay, so about an inch in. Hopefully the wind is not making a mess of my audio. Main thing I take away from this is that the infusion, one is supposed to be a lot sweeter than it is because I accidentally fucked up the cap. But the main infusion flavor I'm getting is this very kind of caramel corn caramel, right? The thing is, the actual infusion itself is not so strong that you can't taste the tobacco. The tobacco itself is, I want to say, slightly spicy, very earthy. Overall, I want to say kind of like a slightly bitter earthiness, which is kind of weird, considering the very, very sweet note that you get off the infusion. Also, if you can see this, don't smoke in the car. A lot of foot smoke coming off of this thing. You will look like the car is on fire. Well, anyway, I'm going to hope this actually maintains integrity because it's kind of looking a little ate up. I'm going to get this down to the halfway point, see if anything wakes up, changes, see if that infusion dies down. It died down actually quite a bit because I accidentally took the cap. Okay, wind. A lot of wind. Alright, get back to the halfway point. Hopefully not get blown out of the tunnel. Well, we're about at the halfway point. And so far, the cigar is kind of confusing. You've got, on the one hand, the infusion, which is this very sweet, very almost like burnt caramel kind of flavor. And then you get a taste of the tobacco, which starts off kind of peppery, very earthy. I'm going to say not so coffee-ish, but maybe just slightly. The weird thing is once you get to about the halfway point, you start noticing buttery notes. So it just seems a little weird because the infusion kind of almost clashes with that a little bit. It's, like I said, it's just a confusing profile. I'm not going to say it's a bad profile, but definitely a weird one. Anyway, been burning actually pretty well, but as you can see, it is kind of starting to flake apart. And this is 100% my fault because it's an infused cigar. Obviously, you cannot store an infusion cigar in the same humidor that you store your standard cigars in, because everything will taste like that infusion, and it gets disgusting quickly. But that said, the cigar humidor that I put it in... Thank you, loud-ass motorcycle. The humidor that I put it in tends to be kind of an afterthought, so it tends to get a little bit of neglect, unfortunately. But, like I said, that's a me thing. By and large, though, it should not do this on you, if you store it properly. That said, I'm going to see if I can make heads or tails of this when I get down to the nub. Because, like I said, it's just a very confusing profile. That's kind of one of the things I've been noticing about this, some of the acid lines is the infusion seems to be kind of at odds with the flavor of the tobacco. That or just my taste have shifted to the point where I notice two very different things going on at any given time. It's like just trying to rain, so I'm trying to make sure that I'm not going to get like run over by a bicycle, but also not like get like arbitrarily just suddenly downpoured on. So I'm going to hang out in the tunnel, get this down to the nub, and give it a wrap up from there, and hopefully this will not just like fall apart on me. Anyway, I'll see you at the nub. Okay, getting down to the nub here. Hopefully we're not getting a whole lot of wind noise. It's been kind of off and on trying to rain. Ooh, it's kind of spitting right now, actually. Anyway. Oh, hello, dragonfly. Go away. It's a big fucking dragonfly. I'm sorry, I don't like birds, you know, I don't like bugs that I need bird shot to take care of. It's a big bug. Anyway, getting down up here, obviously, have to keep the band on here, because it's kind of the only thing that's really holding everything together. Again, this is my fault because it kind of goes into an afterthought humidor that gets a little bit of neglect, unfortunately. But, flavor-wise, after the halfway point, the infusion kind of tones down dramatically. It's still there, but you definitely notice more of the actual tobacco flavor, which is earthy and kind of meaty, which is kind of a strange combo. I'm going to go ahead and say that I've never had a bad cigar from Dura State, but I have had a couple of weird ones, and this is one of the weird ones. If you're into infused cigars, not a bad choice. That said, I don't know how much I'd recommend this one. I'm trying to think about what you want to pair this to drink with, and I'm thinking some kind of whiskey cocktail, probably an old-fashioned. Any kind of good coffee would probably be okay. Retrohale is basically all about the infusion. Yeah, even at the nub, all you get in the retrohale is just that burnt caramel. So if you're into kind of stranger profiles in your cigars, this would be right up your alley. Otherwise, I don't know if I'd necessarily recommend this one. It's kind of, like I said, it's just kind of weird. You get this very, very sweet tip, very burnt caramel infusion on top of the tobacco. The tobacco starts off kind of peppery, very earthy, then about the halfway point gets a little meaty, occasionally a little buttery, and it's just it's weird because it seems like the infusion doesn't want to play nice with the actual tobacco flavor. Otherwise, worth a shot. I mean, you don't know if you like it until you try it, right? But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and run this down my fingers to get my money's worth out of it, and see if everything actually just unravels when I take the band off. But that's pretty much it. Otherwise, whew. It's weird. It's like it's hot, but there's a cool breeze. It's trying to rain, and I'm just making filler at this point. Definitely worth trying, but I don't know if I necessarily recommend going out of your way for it. That's it. If you like this review and any other review, like, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know if you had a different experience. Beyond that, I got a Twitch channel. It's Sunday to Friday night, 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. It's like I keep saying lately, that's been kind of turning into its own thing, so it may or may not get a link. Anywho, that's pretty much all I got for this one. I'll see you next time. And next time is probably going to be a game because I got new cigars in, but I kind of didn't time it right. So, yeah. Gonna need a little acclimation time. Anyway, I'm out of here. Like I said, see you next time. Yeah, I'll see you next time. Bleh. Tongue's starting to stick in my teeth.